put together Japanese fruitcake filling and icing. So, the first thing we're going to do is get some lemon zest off of a lemon. Now we're going to do the orange the same way. Pitted cherries yesterday and made a cherry pie. And you can use cherry juice in this, and since I have some fresh cherry juice, I'm actually going to put a little bit of this fresh cherry juice in here. I would say about, I'm going to do 3/4 of a cup. And then I'm going to add water until I get to the 1 cup mark. We're going to need some maraschino cherries, a 1/2 cup chopped.
If you don't have fresh cherry juice, pour out your maraschino cherry juice into a bowl, and you're going to use that juice instead of the fresh cherry juice.
Ours has the fresh cherry juice, but if you want to, you could use a 1/2 cup of this with a 1/2 cup of water. Okay, now I'm going to take this lemon and I'm going to use the juice of a lemon and put it in my measuring cup. Alright, here we go. Now I'm going to put my pineapple in here. So we'll just take this over here to the stove. Alright, here we are at the stove. The first thing we're going to do is put in 2 cups of sugar. These are 1/2 cup scoops, so there'll be 4 of these. We're going to turn our eye on, and I'm actually going to put it on medium. I'm going to add my liquid. Grab a spoon, and I'm just going to stir it a little bit, and I'm going to let this come to a very slow boil so that the sugar has time to melt. You don't want to do it fast because you want to make sure your sugar gets melted so you don't have a grainy icing when it's done. Okay, it's been 2 minutes and it's starting to just barely bubble up around the edge. I'm going to stir it right in the middle part only. I was telling my Aunt Carolyn, and she was a Benefield, Granny Benefield's daughter, the only one she had a bunch of brothers, that I was going to make this, and she said she remembered Granny making this and how good it was. And she said there was so many boys in the family when Granny made it, she put fresh coconut in it. I didn't want to do fresh coconut because fresh coconut will sour really quick, and I didn't want to serve it to somebody that I thought they may have leftovers. But she said when they were growing up, Granny would make it, and she would crack a fresh coconut and put in there. And, of course, the boys, they would eat it one day. There was never no question on whether or not, I'm going to turn this off, whether or not they would eat it all before the coconut soured. Now we're going to add 3/4 cup of pineapple and a cup of coconut. Now I'm just using flaked coconut. That is our beautiful icing. Now let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I've got 2 pie plates up on racks because I want this to cool so that I can ice the cake with it. So I'm going to pour it in here. I may not have to make 2 batches. This is a good bit of icing. Actually, I think it'll work. That's pretty. Pretty. Alright, when you do the Japanese fruit, you have to pick it up and actually almost pour it down the side to get it to work. It's the only way. Kind of tilt the cake in your hand